Hey traders, back to another video. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Neil, and I'm known for being a trader, a full-time trader, and also I'm known for being transparent, and I provide education. So many of you know me as a trader, but you may not know me. Actually, I'm an angel investor. So I heavily invest in different startups, different business ideas that I think they have a very good long-term prospect. And today, I'm not going to talk much about trading, but rather how do I structure my time, my energy, my focus to make sure I make the most out of my active income, which is trading. So there's something called GEI, which is a formula that I sort of created 2 years ago. And I make sure that every single day I apply this GEI formula into my daily life. So every single day when I wake up, the moment I open my eyes, when I go to bed, it's all about how do I grow. As a trader, if you will get to a certain phase where you are consistently profitable, you extract good amount of profits from the market, but you're lost. And that's what I see a lot of really good traders they do is they get really good at trading and they get lost and they start doing silly things and they reverse back their progress. And I don't allow that to happen, which is every single day I make sure I spend my time into fine-tuning. So fine-tuning my edge is really important to me because, again, remember, trading is my active income, which is essentially my cash cow. So as a trader and an entrepreneur slash an investor, you will always have to make sure that your main income source, which is your active income, must stabilize and must grow. And that is something that most traders neglect, which is they get good at trading, they start making some money, they see some money, they start spending it recklessly. And I don't blame any of you because that's how the social media, that's how the YouTube promotes, right? You see the lifestyle from these influencers and you don't know whether if they're real or not. Sports car, they don't even talk much about their trading. All they do is they sit in the back of a Maybach, they fly private jet, they drive sports car. That's all the lifestyle they promote. Why? Because these are marketing techniques, lifestyle marketing, to hook you in, to make you believe that they make their money from trading. By natural, again, any successful traders, I've seen some really good traders that are just, they lay low, they're really humble. Guess what? Then when they make money from trading, they very quickly try to invest them and park them into good asset. That's a smart way. But for me, when I make money from trading, the first thing I think of is how can I invest it? I'm always standing from an investor standpoint, and I try to make sure I put my money in places where the potential ROI is high. So growth could be as in invest. I make sure I'm heavily invested into different business idea to make sure that I put my money in the right spot. Because the worst thing you want to do as a trader is you make money, you do stupid things, and you start wasting it on depreciating asset, or you start just spending money recklessly like there's no tomorrow. Growth, invest, and I always make sure I think of how can I multiply my income source. So I don't talk a lot about what businesses do I invest in, because I still would like to keep some of them in terms of privacy. But I can tell you, the range of investment that I have, it ranges from the F&B, it ranges from the production line, it ranges on the paper, the financial market, which is paper stocks, the FX market, etc. So last part of it also goes to asset, which is like houses that I live in. So all these are various type of investment that I care a lot. it'll get to a certain level where you just start thinking about how can you multiply your income. For example, you can also say the 1%ers Trade Club is something that I created to also add as an extra income stream into my entire portfolio. But just remember, as a trader, don't stop growing, because you need to be constantly improving and you cannot stop. Back to a few years ago, there was a period of time where I make some really good money. When I say good money, it means I can make 100k a month, I can make 150k a month. There was a period where I was lost and I started spending money recklessly, and I actually sort of negative progression. So I actually went backward and I lost a big chunk of my money. So as a trader, remember, fine tune your system, do your journal, do your review. Only when you start seeing consistent income, then you think of how can I invest in other project or other startups. So second thing is execute. Execution is really important. And for me personally, because I used to be a pure full-time trader, as in I don't have any sort of investment, I don't do anything else outside of trading. But over time, you realize being selective is so important as a trader, and most of the time, you're just waiting for the right setup. So at that time, it was an aha moment for me to say that, hey, since I have all these extra time, why not I invest my time in something else? I grow other skill set, as in running retail businesses, could be F&Bs. F&Bs mean food and beverage, so running restaurants, running cafes. And that's when I start learning more about this GI formula. So execution basically means every single day when I wake up is all about how can I do, take action. I don't spend too much time on planning. Just like, for example, when I'm running the 1%ers Trade Club, every single day I'm just always thinking about how can I improve the quality of the community, and how can I make sure that every single of my Trade Club members, they're doing well. So when they make results, again, it grows the reputation of the Trade Club. Same thing. So if you look into my Telegram, you can actually see that every single day, a big part of my time is always on how can I make the traders better. And that's why we have such a high retention rate, as in, people, they stay here, they don't leave, right? Most of my Trade Club members, they have been loyal to the community because they followed me for two to 3 years. Some of them over 1.5, 2 years, 3 years. They know my work ethic. They know how consistent I am, especially with providing lessons, not just as a trader, and also as a human being, as an entrepreneur. That's why you see this morning, literally, we created a new section called the Traders Q&A. And most of my time these days is, again, all on how can I make the traders better. That's it. So if you look at the education channel, see, we just had a new lesson. And if you look at our Discord as well, you can always see it's always constantly being updated. Again, it shows ethic. Then the next one will be invest. Like what I say, every time when I make money from trading, I split them into a few sections, and I highly encourage all of you to do this simple formula, which is when money comes in, you split them into a few sections, which is invest. Invest always goes first. Remember, investment goes first, then it goes to saving, then it goes to expense. Do not put your expenses first, because there will be time where you overspend, when you miscalculate things. So most traders, especially when you look onto the internet, guess what? They have money come in. The first thing is they fly jet, they buy cars. And guess what? Over the long term, you will see their social presence getting more heavy and heavy. They start throwing ads, they start throwing marketing, selling courses and all of that, because they need money from courses in order to supplement their lifestyle. I don't care if they are a good trader without a good money management, even if you make 100,000 a month, you can still go broke. I have surrounded myself with a few highly profitable entrepreneurs, not just trader. They make 6 figures a month and yet they still go broke. Why? Because they put their expense first. Do not ever put your expense first, because if you get money coming in and you start immediately spend them somewhere else, guess what? By end of the month, you got no more money left. When you have little income, you spend less money. When you have more income, you spend more money. Then why are you working so hard to make so much money? Are you a slave to the paper? No. And that's why up until today, my wife and I, we have a big thumb rule, which is money comes in, we invest. Whether it's investing in houses, investing in business ideas, investing in the 1%ers trade club, we just need to make sure that we put money into places where we wouldn't lose it. Then we put the remaining money into our savings, then expense. I'll give you one good example. How can you proportionate it? So investment for me always goes 30%. Savings, it goes, for example, another 30%. So expenses, because you have to know money comes in, we have to pay tax as well. Last year my tax bill was very shocking. It was quite a significant amount. My tax bill last year was about 180,000 USD. So if you don't believe me, you can look into my YouTube channel and look at the community where I share everything transparently. Last year, just my expense itself on my credit card payments, this was an email sent to me by my relationship manager. I spent about 1 million ringgit on my credit card itself. So I have other expenses as well. A lot of there are investment, where I swipe card to pay certain things, to invest in certain things. And when you see this kind of figure, like, hey Neo, how can you spend 1 million ringgit, which is about 250,000 US dollar, on credit cards itself? Because a lot of them again are investment, so they are not actually like me wasting money. And the second part of it is, if I can afford to swipe 1 million ringgit on my credit cards, can you imagine my income? So you just need to find a balance between it and say, hey, I'm gonna invest. It could be you investing, let's say you make $1 million this year, 300,000 to 400,000 of that goes into investment. It could be as simple as reinvesting and compounding your personal account as a trader. I do that a lot. Some of my money that goes into investment are just money parked into my personal account. Or it could be as simple as you investing in the stocks, in the ETFs, in the funds, anywhere else. Just make sure you have the proportion parked correctly, split correctly, so that you always have money left. Because as a full-time trader, don't ever think you'll get income every single day, every single month. There will be times where, hey, there's no income coming in, because trading is, you as a trader, trading is still an active income. So don't over rely on your active income and you overspend it. Then when you need time to pay your bills, guess what? You overspend last month and this month there's no income coming in. You're stuck. And that's also why outside of trading, last year in trading I made about $1.2 million US dollar. I actually paid tax. Then the remaining of that, I always make sure I reinvest. That's it. So I hope this video helps all of you to really understand how this GEI formula works, and how do I spend my time, spend my energy, and how can I make sure I'm always 100% focused and having the tunnel vision to become a better version of myself. Remember, as a trader, you are your own owner, you're also an employee. So don't misunderstand and think, hey, me as a trader, I get passive income. No. Trading is a high income skill set, and whatever money you make from the financial market, especially you are a day trader, you are a short-term trader, it is considered an active income. So do not have the misunderstanding of, hey, I'm making money passively from the market. No. You still required to sit in front of the chart, making decisions, put on risk, then you get your money. So that itself is still an active income. So I hope all of you learned something new. If you like the video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Trade safe. Make sure you invest. Make sure you save money for the stormy days. And I'll talk to you all in the next video. Bye bye.